Hello, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be the start of a new series that I'm really excited about, and this series is going to be called Spoonie Enviromentalism. Essentially, right now we're living in a day and age where people are very concerned about the environment. Some are genuinely concerned about the environment and some are just doing it because that's what they think they're supposed to be doing. I think a lot of brands fall under that category. As we're seeing this increase in consciousness about environmentalism and just worrying about the environment and the future of our planet, which is totally reasonable and absolutely necessary. I'm not saying that, but I find, and I'm sure that I'm not alone in this, that a lot of environmentalism leaves disabled people out. The disabled and chronically ill community often gets left out from environmentalism, and we seem to be kind of a casualty, and it's kind of like, oh well, you can't use straws now, so deal with it. And it doesn't seem logical because, of course, the environment is important, but if my health, is going to be endangered by using a product that is more environmentally friendly, what do I choose? Do I choose to be environmentally friendly, or do I choose my health? And I feel like all of us know that the most important thing to us as chronically ill and disabled people is our health. And our well-being and our quality of life has to come number one. But that does not mean that we can't take steps to try and reduce waste and try and do something. Because for a long time I felt discouraged with environmentalism, because even though I care so much about the planet and I want to do something about it and I want to help, I know that my lifestyle as a person with a chronic illness who has limited energy, I know that it makes it hard and it can be very discouraging. And I feel like a lot of us kind of tend to give up because we're like, well, I don't know what I can be doing. All of the things that are being publicized as like ideal for, for environmentalism, for example, the straws, are maybe dangerous to disabled people. The problem is that a lot of times the things that are more environmentally friendly are more expensive, maybe not as sanitary, or might be dangerous for our health in some other way. And also, a lot of times they're more time consuming or more energy consuming to do or to look after, or just in general, they involve more energy and more time than the, disposable plastic, non-ideal method would. And that's where I kind of realize that just because I feel a little bit discouraged, and just because it's hard to be environmentally friendly when you have a chronic illness, when you have a disability, because you do need a lot of things that make your life easier, and that might not be good for the environment. But what can we do? Maybe we can find small ways that don't cost a lot of money, that don't put our health in danger, and that are not harder or more time consuming than the original thing we're trying to steps to do. So this series is destined to tackle some of those issues, to give you some ideas of things that maybe you haven't thought about, and to give you a little bit of encouragement to try little things and try in small ways to change your habits. Keeping in mind that those 3 rules are really important, so not expensive, not dangerous for our health, and not more time consuming or less effective than the original. Those are the 3 things that we're going to be always taking into consideration when we try new things. Small things, small steps, like here and there, figuring out how I can change my habits into more environmentally friendly ones without forgetting those 3 things that we talked about already. And I'm going to share with you like my ups and downs, the things that work, the things that don't, and giving you some tips and tricks. Hopefully, I'm also hoping to make some DIYs, so maybe we can make our own body scrub, and maybe we can, do other things that might be easy. But again, even though if you're making your own body scrub or soap or whatever, it's going to be time consuming, I want it to be relatively easy, and I want it to be like no more than like 5 minutes maybe, because I think it's unreasonable to expect that we're going to be doing great DIYs and like really time consuming things. The other thing that I want to make sure that we underline and that you understand as the viewer watching this is that just because these things work for me does not mean they will work for you. If you can't swap out your shower gel for something else for any reason, that is totally okay. That's fine. The whole purpose of this series isn't to point fingers and to say, you could be doing this instead of that, and you should be doing this. Who am I to say who should be doing what? And that's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find little ways in which I can do something about environmentalism and sharing those with you to give you some ideas and some encouragement to try things for yourself. That's my whole point, that's my whole idea, and pretty much the whole half of this video is me explaining the series. Okay, so in our first installment, I wanted to share with you 2 things that I've changed and that I've switched over from that I'm actually finding better and more helpful than the original. The first one is I've stopped using shower gel and have started using soap. So instead of buying, bottled plastic shower gel, I've started using soap. Of course, that soap, not always, but also does come in plastic wrappers. So if you want to avoid plastic altogether, you can get artisanal soap or soaps that come in paper boxes, which are also out there. That piece of plastic is a lot less plastic than a whole bottle of shower gel. The soap that I have is in this little glass container dish thing. And this is just a chocolate a chocolate scented soap. It smells absolutely delicious. I've been using this for like 2 months now and I love it. It's easy, it uses a lot less plastic. I love the smell of it. You can get more scented ones, less scented ones, like whatever you want. And the way that I use this, because soap can be kind of annoying because it like slips, and I don't personally love using the actual soap to scrub my body with. I don't know, I just don't like that. So I have a shower lily. They're really easy to come by. You can use natural sponges if you want to, but a lot of us will have a shower lily at home anyway, so you already have it, might as well use it. So the way that I use this is I wet my shower lily, I wet the soap, and I rub the soap on my shower lily for like a few seconds, and it lathers up really nicely. It creates a lot of foam, and I use the shower lily to scrub my body. My skin feels really soft. I've noticed no difference, like physically, like my skin feels the same. I actually think it might be a little bit softer than it used to be. And then when I'm done, I just rinse my shower lily again and leave it in the shower to dry. It's not more difficult. It's not more expensive, probably cheaper. It has not endangered my health in any way. If this is not for you, this is not for you. I find that a bar of soap will last you a really long time, a lot longer than shower gel does. And the other really cool perk about using soap, especially if you have it in a soap dish like this, is that your whole bathroom smells like your soap, and it's so delicious. Like every time I walk into my bathroom, it smells like chocolate, and I just love it. It's so good. And the second thing that I wanted to show you in this video is also like I guess like a hygiene related product, and that is face wipes. So up until now, I've been using makeup remover wipes. I get them from the supermarket. There's 25 in here, and as you can see, there's a ton of plastic involved. The actual like makeup wipes, I think, are made of some kind of plastic. Like they're not biodegradable, I don't think. In a lot of my videos, I've talked about this and how it's really convenient and how it's great to have them on hand. However, I do think that because they're not great for the environment, and because they do, like, you do have to buy them constantly because obviously they're just single use, maybe that's not great for the environment. Also, I find that after I use my makeup removing wipes, I still often have leftover makeup on my face, especially in the eye area, and I find that they don't remove my makeup like super well. Also, it leaves your face feeling kind of like not sticky, but like wet in a really unpleasant way, and they don't smell great. So, or at least I don't like the smell. I thought, okay, great, but what solution do I have? As a Spoonie, as somebody who has a hard time removing their makeup at the end of the day because it is so energy consuming to go through like a million steps of washing your face. And I have found your answer. And the answer is these little guys. So this is like a microfiber towel thing. I think the original was called a makeup eraser, and it's like bigger, and they do make these bigger. This is just a very small sample size that I got in a like little travel box that I bought from Primark. This is the only one that I have so far. I do need to get some because this changed my life. Like I don't know how I didn't know about this before. Essentially, this is a microfiber towel that you use kind of like a makeup wipe. And I thought it was kind of silly and like, how is this gonna work? But basically you just wet this towel. It feels incredibly soft. So you just wet this towel and you let the excess water come out. And then you just like wipe your face like you would with a makeup wipe. And let me tell you, it is scary how much makeup comes off on these. Like much more than you would see on a makeup wipe. And I've been using this, and I use this, I don't know if you saw my last vlog, and like I had a full face of makeup, like false eyelashes, like really bright eye makeup and everything, and it came off on this like super easily, or just as easily as it would with a makeup wipe. I had no mascara residue, I had no lash glue residue, it was all gone. And because I do cleanse my face after I use a makeup wipe anyway, so I use cleanser and then I use toner, and when I do that, there's no residue left. And the thing is that I thought initially was, okay, so great, this works, great, I take my makeup off, great, but then it's filthy, and then I have to keep washing them all the time. Yes and no. You do have to wash them like from time to time, obviously, because like sanitary, but because I only have this one, I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna try and wash it like by hand. And so I literally grabbed my chocolate soap. I used water on this and I just rubbed it with the soap, and literally all of the makeup came off. I have not washed this in the washing machine yet, and I've used it every single day for like the last week. And I literally just wash it off with the soap and then let it dry, and it's like good as new pretty much. I am going to be purchasing a few more of these just so I can have like stock to wash them more often and all of that, but I genuinely am so happy with this. Not only does it remove my makeup better, it is like more expensive because obviously one of these is going to cost as much as like one bag of these, but these will last you like forever pretty much. And they actually feel so much softer on your face. I find these can be kind of scratchy sometimes. This is like soft like a blanket, and it doesn't feel scratchy. It doesn't feel, you don't have to pull too hard on your eyes, which is great. The best thing for me, if I just use this and I don't go in with cleanser and toner and all that, my face doesn't feel like that weird like residue is still on there. It feels clean and like my normal skin. So I don't know, it's just great. I really enjoy it. I'm really happy that I started using this, and yeah, it's not more time consuming than a makeup wipe. I guess if you have to wash it, but if you're super tired and you just remove your makeup, you can wash it the next day because it still will come off with soap. So it doesn't have to be like the very next moment that you have to do that. I don't know, I just think like, I don't know, it just changed my life, man. I don't know, these are just two things that are really simple and that I honestly, and that's why I wanted to make this series, is because they seem really obvious when you say them out loud. But the thing is, I had never genuinely thought about this. I had never considered this. And I thought, like, I genuinely used to think, like, I can't be environmentally friendly if I am disabled / chronically ill. Like, it's just two things that don't go together. That's it for today. Okay, I've, like, probably talked more than I needed to, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped. It gave you some ideas, maybe, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like and a comment, and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done it already. It would mean a lot to me. You can also consider becoming a member on Patreon so that I can try more things and make more videos like this. You can also shop my Etsy store where I make things that are environmentally friendly than regular things, like making your own tote bags and shopping bags and bags for fruit and fresh produce to take to the supermarket. So if you want things like that, let me know. Even though those are not listed on my Etsy store right now, I do make them, and if you would like a set, please don't hesitate to contact me. And again, that money will help me make more videos like this and try more things. I think that's everything that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!